my bloodline. I'll have the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party, 1 o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The Bucs at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They start the drive with Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, Burrow. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on third down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete into the hands of Myers. On 2nd down, Lynch. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
First down, the run with Lynch. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
That drive's going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the
whole bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Jets will take over.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Automatic first down.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow now off the bootleg. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one almost intercepted. It's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's 3rd down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. To throw is Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. That brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly. And you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now. But if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Edwards-Helaire
takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Perriman.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Burrow. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Burrow on 3rd down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. That's completed. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Rodgers now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He finds Bateman over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rodgers again now. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Rodgers now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On play action, it's Rodgers. Going right back to Fant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 31, Burrow.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From midfield now, Burrow.
He's got Hooper on the out route.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, a look over the middle, and he's got Perriman.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They run a draw here on second down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and of course you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest, put it away.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his man Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third down, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Myers. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39, Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. On 1st down, Rodgers.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Bilal Nichols getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow.